On this edition of Motorhead Garage, we bang some metal together, discover an untapped oil reserve, take the mystery out of thermostats, and reprogram our Silverado to be a better all-round truck. Coming up next.
Hey, welcome to Motorhead Garage. Well, you know, anytime you're doing hot rods, restorations, working on old cars, even late model cars that have set for a long time, you're gonna run into mean old Mr. Rust, particularly in the fuel system. So to help us out, I recruited the help of Brad Brackett from KBS Coatings. You know, I've known you for a long time. You guys have got some great stuff. So you got a cutaway tank. Let's explain exactly what you did here.
Sure, what we started, you can see this is a rusty problem, what we have going on in all our tanks nowadays. So with ethanol mixtures eating them up, this is what we're winding up with. So what we've done is we've cleaned and degreased it in here with our AquaClean product, got rid of all that varnish. We've rust blasted it with our metal prep there, and then our gold standard tank sealer on the inside up to seal it up permanently.
Well, that's neat. Now that's going to withstand your gasoline and your ethanol and even E85?
Even E85, high octane race fuel, biodiesel, diesel kerosene, any of that won't hurt that product.
That's great. Now tell us, what kind of a process is this and how do you do this?
Well, there again, it is 3 steps. So we have a cleaner degreaser, which is our AquaClean's concentrated, it's water soluble and biodegradable. So we'll use that one part of the cleaner with one part water, put it inside the tank. We could use a small piece of chain if we like also as an agitator.
So just shake it all around, agitate it, turn it upside down to make sure you get the roof?
Sure, we're going to keep all sides moist for about a half hour, 45 minutes, and then dump it out, rinse it with water, and then let the tank dry thoroughly so we could use a heat gun or hair dryer to dry it to express our drying time. Then we'll use our rust blast product. That's our metal prep, and that's where we're getting our adhesion.
Okay, so that makes this, it's almost like a primer. It really makes it stick.
That's correct. So what we've done is we've removed that rust. We went from here to that as far as with our rust blast.
That feels good.
Yeah, and there again, we use that full strength, so there's no dilution. The product's water soluble and biodegradable also, so very safe. And then once we keep all sides moist again, dump it out, rinse it out with water, and then we're going to let it dry for 24 hours before we put the sealer in, because our sealer's a moisture cure, so we don't want no water hanging out there in the seams.
And then when you got it all done, you reinstall your tank. And of course, here's the tip. You can do the outside of the tanks, or you can do the inside of a brand new tank, which is a great way to prevent having the problem in the first place.
Exactly, exactly.
And KBS has this fuel tank sealer kit. It contains the AquaClean, the Rust Blast, the gold standard tank seal, all the instructions, and you can get it in smaller quantities for small tanks.
Sure, we have kits from 6 gallon, 12 gallon, 25 gallon, or we could also make you something to meet your standard of what you're trying to do.
Perfect. Now Dave's been working. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to go to get a camera. He's actually working.
Yeah, well, nice of you to say that. Okay, Brad, what I've done here now is I've gone ahead and I've ground this down, got all the old heavy rust off of here. Next step now, he's saying I'm working. This isn't really that hard of work.
We're going to make it easier. You can use that AquaClean.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this AquaClean on here. Now, what's this do exactly?
Well, that's our concentrated cleaner degreaser, so we're going to mix it maybe 5 to 1, spray it on there. Keep it moist on there. That's going to get off grease and grime, finger marks, any contamination that's on there.
Okay, good. Well, we'll put that on there, and we'll let that set up, and then we'll clean that off. Okay, Brad, now we got it all ground. We got it cleaned off. Next step is put the rust blast on there. Now, what exactly does this do?
Well, that's our metal prep, so that's what's going to etch into the metal, get any contaminants out of there we can't see with our naked eye. Also going to keep our flash rust back for about 30 days, so that way we can come back and paint on top of that.
Okay, so we got that on there real good, so it only just takes a little bit of time, and it'll dissolve it, right?
Yeah, keep it moist on there about a half hour, and then rinse it with water, and then wait till the next day to paint.
Okay. Okay, now what I've done here is I've got everything prepped. Now we're ready to go ahead and paint this. And Brad, you can put on with a brush, or you can spray it on, can't you?
Sure, spray it, roll it, brush it, either way you like to do it.
Key thing is you want to make sure you wear some nice rubber gloves like this, because if you get this paint on you, it'll wear off. You're not going to take it off. Anyway, so this looks pretty good. Now, before I go too much farther, you brought these as a demonstration. Now, these are painted with the different colors, right?
Yeah. Those are just 2 coats of the rust seal. There's a coat of yellow and blue and 2 coats of black, and this just shows our chip resistance and durability. Other
Pretty tough stuff. And you got this little piece here, which is flexible. It shows the flexibility of that paint as well. So if like on your fuel tank or something, if it flex a little bit, it'll stay right on there, won't it?
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, but I know you got different colors over there. You want to show us what those are all about?
Sure, definitely.
You know, Brad, all these different colors, they're awesome. This gray is my favorite.
Gotta love gray.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you got a whole array of products. You got the frame coated kit, you got all these products, you got the fuel tank sealer, the cleaning products. You can get anything you want. KBS Coatings has a fabulous catalog. If you're doing any kind of restoration, any work on cars, building hot rods, you need to get one in the catalog. Just go on the website, they'll be glad to send you one. And all of this stuff does a great job. Look at over there, Dave, he's got a perfect example of how easy it is to make a frame look great. Well, listen, we're gonna take a quick break. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We got a lot more coming on Motorhead Garage.